Have you ever dreamed of finding a real buried treasure? Not gold in a video game, not pirate tales in a storybook. A real, honest-to-goodness treasure chest filled with gold coins, jewels, and artifacts, hidden in the wild by a modern-day adventurer. This is the story of Forrest Fenn's treasure. It all began with a man, Forrest Fenn, a decorated fighter pilot turned art dealer living in Santa Fe, New Mexico. He had flair, wealth, and, perhaps most importantly, a love of mystery. In 1988, Forrest was diagnosed with cancer. Facing the possibility of death, he came up with a wild idea. He would hide a treasure chest filled with riches and leave behind a clue-laced poem so others could find it. His idea was simple, but bold. If he had to go, why not go out in legend? But Forrest didn't die. He beat the cancer. And for years, the idea lay dormant, until 2010. That year, Forrest, then 80 years old, decided to finally do it. He took an ornate bronze chest about the size of a lunchbox and packed it with over $1 million worth of gold nuggets, rare coins, prehistoric artifacts, and stunning jewels. He claimed to have hiked out into the Rocky Mountains and hidden it somewhere north of Santa Fe, possibly in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, or New Mexico. And then he published a book, The Thrill of the Chase. Inside it was the now famous 24-line poem written by Forrest himself. It was a riddle, a set of clues, a treasure map in verse. It began. Begin it where warm waters halt, and take it in the canyon down. That was the start of everything. Soon, thousands, no, tens of thousands of people were swept into the chase. They analyzed every line, every comma. Forums exploded with theories. Some thought where warm waters halt referred to hot springs, others to fishing regulations. The home of Brown was endlessly debated. Was Brown a person? A place? An animal? It wasn't just a game. People lived for it. Some quit their jobs, others spent their life savings. Families turned it into annual adventures. Teachers, truck drivers, tech workers, even children, everyone wanted to be the one to solve Forrest's poem. But the chase was dangerous. At least 5 people died searching for the treasure. Some got lost in remote canyons, others fell from cliffs or drowned in rivers. Each time, media backlash grew. Was this all just reckless? Forrest, though shaken, stood by the hunt. He reminded people the chest was not in a dangerous place. You didn't need to climb, dig, or risk your life. Just think, solve the poem. That's all it took. And yet, it remained hidden. For 10 years, the Rocky Mountains kept their secret. And then in June 2020, just months before Forrest's death, the announcement came. The treasure had been found. The man who found it? Jack Stoof, a 32-year-old medical student from Michigan. He had been searching for 2 years, alone and in secret. He followed the clues, figured out Forrest's logic, and located the chest in Wyoming. He even took photos as proof. Forrest confirmed it before passing away later that year at age 90. But here's the thing. Even after it was found, mystery clung to the story like mist on a mountain. Jack didn't reveal the exact location at first. Legal battles and conspiracy theories bubbled up. Some hunters believed Forrest had never actually hidden a chest at all, that the whole thing was a hoax. Others claimed they were just about to find it themselves. And when Jack finally spoke out, his answer raised even more questions than it answered. He had found it in the Shoshone National Forest, near a place that fit the poem's clues, at least to him. But the specifics? Still foggy. To this day, people dissect the poem line by line. Even though the treasure is gone, the mystery remains. After Jack Stoof found Forrest Fenn's treasure in 2020, he stayed anonymous for months. He feared lawsuits, stalkers, even threats from disappointed treasure hunters. But in 2022, Jack finally made his move. He auctioned off most of the treasure through heritage auctions. Gold coins, rare nuggets, ancient artifacts, each piece sold separately. The total? Over $1.3 million. Some gold coins sold for more than $40,000 apiece. The famous dragon bracelet? Gone. Everything, piece by piece, now in the hands of collectors around the world. Jack used the money to pay off student loans and move forward. For him, the real treasure wasn't gold. It was the journey, the puzzle, and the story he now carries. And while the chest is empty, the legend of Forrest Fenn's treasure still sparkles. So, why did Forrest do it? Was it just to give people a reason to explore the outdoors? A final act of mischief and magic? Or was it, as some believe, his way of becoming immortal? Maybe it was all those things.